Welcome to the Alkalign Lifestyle School, where we teach elite minds and bodies to thrive as their true, authentic, divine self. I'm your host and guide today, Fidel Snook II, and I will be talking to you today about why you cannot love until you love yourself. This is the powerful thing that you're going to hear today, probably for the rest of your life. And it's the concept of unconditional love. Why is this concept so powerful? It's powerful because of one thing. Unconditional love is eternity. It basically puts you in the space of you're the creator. You're never a victim. And the reason why unconditional love is so powerful in this way is because you realize that your entire life, you're going from point A to point B, constantly creating things, right? And one day, it's time for you to let those things go and leave. And people are so connected to their stuff, to matter, to things that physical matter, things that they made matter, because they believe that these things were them, that these things created them, that their career was them, that their kids were them, that their cars, that their stuff, that their money, whatever it was that they attached their egoic self to, they decided that this was representative of them and they never let it go. But if you don't let it go, you never actually achieve harmony. You never achieve unconditional love. And this is the thing. What this means in terms of unconditional love is that there's no separation. It's not, I am here on this video and you are there watching me. It's, I am a perspective of yourself on video and you are there watching this perspective of yourself. Meaning, we all came from one energy that expanded outwardly, a point in the center of the circle that expanded out and is constantly expanding still to this day. Every moment in time, point in space. It's just getting bigger and bigger as we continue to find new things inside of it. But we're still part of the same thing. Meaning, again, there's no separation. So if you don't understand unconditional love, you filter yourself. You say, I'm in this group over here. I like this stuff. I like motorcycles. I like to smoke weed. I like to drink alcohol. I like to eat plants. I'm plant-based. I'm vegan. I'm carnivore. You have all these groups all over the place. But you realize that all of these different groups of people are still part of the whole, the collective consciousness space. If you don't look at it from a collective, you miss the point. The point of this is that all of us are in tune with one another. But if you're so blocked and disconnected from yourself, you never get to feel that. So you can actually, when people talk about love, they say, well, what is love, right? And I believe that love is eternity. I believe that love is the feeling of eternity. There's a scene in the movie, The Pursuit of Happiness with Will Smith. And it's the end of the movie where he's successful. Will gets the job that he was striving so hard to get, doing so much work, changing himself, learning, and he gets the job. They basically like, okay, we're gonna see you on Monday or whatever, right? And they he shakes the hands and he walks out and he doesn't know what to do. He's just spinning around and he's like, just doesn't know what to do. He's crying and he doesn't know what to do. He's just happy. Like he has this feeling where he has every emotion felt at one time. It wasn't sadness, it wasn't, fear or anger, it was just every emotion, he's feeling all of it. He doesn't know what's going on. He's just like, I don't know. And that is how I perceive love to be. You don't have to love someone from the outside. You don't have to go to give any and everything to someone on the outside and then say that's love. That's not love. See, love to me, again, you have to look at yourself and say, I have to free myself from my own perspective. I have to love myself at every moment in time and point in space. If I went through this, I still love myself. If I went through a challenging time, I still love myself. If I was homeless, if I was hurt, if I was injured, if I was broke, if I was in jail, if I hurt somebody, whatever I did, I have to figure out a way to return that love, that feeling of eternity back to me. And it comes where you will let that perspective of yourself go. You just let it go. No, you don't know. Once you just say, I don't know, and you just let it go. You don't say it has to do this. I have to do this in order for this to happen. I have to be this in order for this to. You don't do that. You stop acting like you are the catalyst for everything that's being created around you. You can't. No. There's no way. So once you start to look at yourself differently and you say, I can't actually love until I love myself. So if I don't love myself, I can't actually love. So if you're sitting there saying, I love my kids are my everything, and my kids are my world, and you don't take care of your body, and you drink constantly, and you have negative self-talk towards yourself, you don't take care of your physical body, so you don't train, you don't have any fitness or exercise, you don't discipline yourself, because discipline to me is also freedom. So you discipline yourself in your thought process, and you focus intentionally on something, the power of intention, focused concentration. That's also freedom. If you don't do those types of things, you don't love your kids. You don't love your pets, you don't love your animals, you don't love your spouse. Let me tell you right now, most spouses kill each other. Most wives kill their husbands, most husbands kill their wives energetically. And most of it is because the husband is attempting to give love, the wife is attempting to give love, and the husband or wife has these barriers subconsciously that say, I'm unworthy of receiving this. So many people are right now having problems with sex, sexual energy, but you see just how unhealthy most people actually are. There would not be a category for OnlyFans if you had healthy men and women. I'll tell you right now, you wouldn't have so many OnlyFans creators making millions of dollars because nobody would subscribe to it. They wouldn't need it because they'd be having sex at home. You see what I'm saying? With their partner and their spouses. You wouldn't see anybody cheating. You wouldn't see anybody, leaving, because you can't say cheating. If somebody's not magnetically attracted to you, then for me to go get like affection from somebody, you don't own me. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense. So people don't look at it from that perspective. They don't love themselves enough. And so if you have a relationship, I'll tell you, because I've been through it, actually, where my partner did not value herself enough, but she didn't know she didn't value herself enough. She had no awareness, she had no idea. Not until she went through a cellular detoxing did it come back up as to why she did not love herself. And then she realized, oh, I did it to myself. It was me. I gotta change this. How do I change this? And I said, all you gotta do is discipline. You need a plan, a system that you build for yourself. I mean, you change your attention to yourself. You put focus, concentration back into yourself. Now everyone can see your creation. And now that love that you put back into yourself now becomes co-creation. What is co-creation? Co-creation is not, I talked to the creator and I asked for a new house and then I got a new house. I talked to the creator and I got a new car. And I asked for a new car, so I got a new car. That's co-creation. That's not what co-creation is. No, that's not it. When you look at co-creation, you say, okay, I'm creating this with a bunch of individuals and energies and entities for the purpose of everyone being able to experience this thing. That's essentially what it is. So you didn't just go to co-create a new car. There was a salesman there was a lot there was somebody who made the car in the factory somewhere, if that's where it came from. There was a bunch of people involved in this whole entire ordeal for you to end up with that car. You see, that's co-creation. When you look at it, it's sharing the passion for creation with everyone involved. So when you go buy a new Rolls Royce, people made that. People built that. Every time that you go celebrate it. Energetically, you're connected to everyone that did that thing. Everyone. I mean, they may not be aware of it consciously, but subconsciously in this field, yeah, they're aware. They get their energy back. That's co-creation. So it's sharing the passion for creation. But if you don't share the passion for creation, it's because you don't want to. It's because you don't love yourself enough. So people look down upon people who are selfish. I'm not saying selfish in terms of separation. I'm saying selfish in terms of self-care. If you are selfish in terms of self-care, it's because you care about yourself. You love yourself. You get up in the morning. You read out loud your affirmations or internally your affirmations. You program yourself to have a wonderful day, to have a wonderful attitude. You know something great and wonderful is happening to you today or happening for you today. You know every single day you put a smiley face on your bedroom or on your bathroom mirror, put attitude. And you walk into your mirror, you smile. It's just because you care about you and what you're giving out to the field. That's the universal law of cause and effect. You're causing an effect. If you understand you're causing an effect, you actually cause the effect that you really want. But it stems from unconditional love. Now people have so many conditions. You don't like this person. If you're a Democrat, if you're a Republican, if you're part of this politic, if you like this person, if you like Elon Musk, if you like Jeff Bezos, if you like black women, if you like white women, if you like Asian women, if you like Indian women, it's like there's groups everywhere. Everywhere. Because they aren't looking at it in terms of magnetism, energy, electricity, no separation. There's people talk about this stuff all the time. I've seen it. I'm on TikTok too. I'm on the YouTube and the Instagram. I see the Dr. Umars and Cam Newton, Stephen A. Smiths, and the African American community. I see when Elon Musk comes up, the gentleman on the Fox News, and I see these people coming and talking. Everyone has a different mentality towards something. Everyone. They say you should be doing this. You should only be dating this. You should only be eating this food. You should only be drinking this drink. You should only be taking this supplement. CEOs everywhere, podcasts everywhere. People talking, speaking all day long. All I know is you're supposed to do what the Creator tells you to do, say what the Creator tells you to say, and don't care. I can't stand any of these individuals that do this. In my opinion, they have their own perspective, but their perspective is not the whole. It's just theirs. It's just theirs, part of the whole. My partner is white. Have I dated black, Indian, what? Yeah, Asian, yeah. Okay. That's the one that magnetically attracted me. She's the one that helped me change my lifestyle and my diet, fed me plant-based food, and for the last 8 years, I've been feeling great. She's the one that actually put time and attention into me, to care, to elevate my consciousness, and that's what I went for. She takes care of herself now. Does that mean that people don't have hang-ups? Sure they do. But all I did was I signed up for commitment. It doesn't matter at the end of the day because it all goes back into the game when I leave here. It all comes back. All the assets, all the money. Elon's gonna be worth $1 trillion. You know what happened when he died? All that money's gonna come right back into the pot. Somebody else is gonna start playing with it. That's it. Everything that he created, everything that he made goes right back into the pot. He's moving, he's advancing things, and people get mad about that because you didn't think bigger, but you should have thought bigger. That's the whole point. Think bigger. What do you want to do? What do you want to be? Who do you want to be? Why do you want to be it? Think about it. Actually put some thought into it and think about it. Actually go for something that's bigger than you. Be defined by a higher purpose in life. And think about that. Don't sit there and run the same programs that you got from childbirth all the way to now. They're not gonna do you any good. You may have went through something at age 10, maybe molestation or sexual assault when you were, a teenager or something like that, right? You have to realize that all these things were dark times to bring you closer to the light within you. So you have to go back and change your perspective on those things. and say, this was a part of all of me. You can't be single where you single things out and selective in your accounts of your own history. You can't say this was a good thing, this was a bad thing. There was no good and bad. There obviously was no good and bad. You might have been going through a process that you didn't see was necessary for you to have the thing that you desired, if you didn't go through that process. So at the time you were saying, oh, this is agonizing and challenging. Like, I asked to be stronger, now I have to be challenged. And so you were angry at the challenge that was coming to you. Or you said, I need to be more patient. So then you're given, an experience for you to be patient. And you're angry at the experience, but you asked for patience. So why are you getting mad? You need to have those things. And you won't be able to connect the dots until after you're done. That's the law of inverse transformation. You have to go through it first. That's why detoxification is so powerful, because it's basically laws of inverse transformation. You're basically going through the process of being whole, and it's going to push out everything that was making you not whole. You see? So you're changing, again, your actual system. You're changing your actual love for yourself. And you have to ask yourself a question. What emotions are actually in your blood? What thoughts, what feelings, what emotions are actually stored inside of your blood? Because these thoughts, these feelings, these emotions that are stored inside your blood are causing you to either draw yourself closer to yourself, the self, or draw you away from yourself. What emotions are in your blood? Ask yourself that. Ask your heart that. Is it anger, right? Is it judgment? Is it shame, guilt, confusion, unworthiness? That's a common one. Anxiety, right? Lack, rage, fear. What are the emotions? You have to push those out. Get that back into the bloodstream. It's just our plan all over the reasons why you did not love yourself. There's a reason why you don't get up in the morning to do what you're supposed to do. Because you don't know what you're supposed to do. You haven't been through anything yet. You're trying to avoid it the entire time. You didn't ask the creator. You didn't ask the subconscious. What am I here for? Why am I here? Write these questions down. Why am I here? What's my purpose in life? What am I supposed to be doing? Who am I supposed to be serving? Why am I serving them? How am I serving them? Who am I that's serving them? Like, who do I need to be in order to serve them the way I want to serve them? You have to ask yourself powerful questions like this. Once you do that, you will see a drastic shift in whom you are. If the shift occurs, it occurs within you. And when you begin to see how that shift occurs within you, when you begin to understand that you as a person, you don't have to hold on to any and everything. You don't have to let yourself be separate from the universe. You allow yourself to connect to the universe. And you allow yourself to say, these dreams and goals that my higher self has for me, I can achieve those things. See, love is eternity. So it's when you connect to the universe and you feel every emotion in just one spot. When you become nothing, when you actually become whatever your name is, you disregard it. You have kids, you have a business. Separate yourself from all those things that were created. You let the creation go. That's when you transcend what you created. People will die with their company. People will live and try to die with their house. In LA, we just had 2 fires, the Eden fire. I think it was like 15,000 acres burned, or still burning. I think it's still burning right now. The Palisades fire, which is closer to me, on the ocean side. 23 or 24,000 acres burned, right? There's like 10 or 14 people, I think, that have probably lost their life. And they're talking these stories about how people wouldn't leave. People were so attached to their things that they would not leave. And it shows you that the lack of awareness in terms of who you really are and why you have to transcend these things, why you have to transcend the things that you created matters so much. People was dying with the hoses inside their hand, trying to spray the fire because they got it all inside of them. The fire is inside their head, it's inside their heart, it's inside their belly. And it's going to magnetically attract that experience to them. People who was burning on the inside got burnt on the outside. That's what I truly believe. Not everybody lost everything, no. But the people who lost everything inside themselves, they lost it. And now they have a chance to find it if they're still here. You have a chance to find it if you're still here. But I truly believe that people need to come to a different shift in perspective and attitude. There's a powerful intention behind things. If you set out the wrong intentions, you get the wrong stuff back. But you realize it was right. It was right for you. You sent it out. So you may say it's wrong when it comes back to you, but no, that's what you put out. Therefore, it was right. So it only gives back to you. This universal mind is a holographic perspective. It's a holographic principle, meaning it can only give back to you the energy that you're putting out. So if you're putting out the energy of love, of loving for yourself, of loving the self, it has to reflect back to you what you're putting out. People are so afraid to love themselves in front of somebody else because everybody else is so negative all the time. The majority of the world around you is negative. So people are sad to smile in front of people. People are afraid to smile and to celebrate in front of people because people make them feel bad for doing that. I'm expressing to you, so what? Don't even acknowledge people who live in so many filters, who live with so many, I can't do this, I can't go there, I can't say this. No, it's not it. You'll be miserable for the rest of your life if you allow the outside energy to dictate your inside energy. The energy from the inside is infinitely more powerful than the energy from the outside. But you have to be aware of this energy. You have to learn that it's free for you to express yourself. It's free. It just costs you nothing to express yourself. Okay? If you're actually doing the authentic thing, the high vibrational thing, releasing yourself from everything, releasing yourself from the need to feel like you have to be compacted, or filtered, or blocked, or suppressed, or repressed in any way, shape, or form. If you feel that need, you haven't done the inner work within you. I've seen these people talk, and I love everyone that is able to express themselves. You know, you have the right, but all I'm expressing is, I believe the majority of people just don't actually know who they are. They're living in separation of some kind. You know, so pick and choose your mentors wisely, because when you get these people that come into your mind and they come into your awareness, they limit your ability to actually know thyself, to know the real self, the real enormously powerful self. They stop it. And so once you realize who that person really is, it's a direct shift. And when you can shift yourself directly into a higher level of vibration, into a greater attitude, a greater perspective of what's going on around you, you shift back into an actual loving place where you can now experience eternity. But eternity, again, comes from harmony. The only way that you can get harmony is to go through the fire that you have on the inside, to go through the dark night of the soul that you have on the inside. The dark night brings you closer to the light within you. So all you got to do is make a decision to do that. Start your process off. You want to love yourself? You're going to write down a workout plan. You're going to write down a diet plan. And you're going to write down a ritual, a morning routine, right? Write down these things that you're going to have for yourself that that starts your process off and build a brand new system for your success. Ask yourself, what system do you need? No excuses. You can't have any more excuses, okay? You can't judge. No more blaming, no more shaming, no more, feeling unworthy, no more feeling guilty, no more anger, no more rage, no more fear, no more, if you're a person that has road rage, you're cursing everybody out, move out the way. If you're a person, stop doing that. You gotta become a brand new person. You gotta become a brand new you. If you're a person when your spouse or your partner comes home, you always have something to nag about. Say, men and women, both. Change it. Treat people how you want them to treat you back. That's all you gotta do. Some people want to be fighting. Some people want to be arguing. You see what I'm saying? It's because of what you're putting on the inside. So just shift your perspective on love as a whole. How do you start this process? Cellular detox. I'm telling you guys, it's the masterful way to do anything. You must cleanse yourself from a cellular perspective, because this is what controls everything, the things that you can't see, the trillions of yous, reflections that you can't see, all these little holograms. They're all based on you. They're controlled and governed by you. So, detoxify the cells. After you detoxify the cells, continue to meditate. Continue to physically train your body. Continue to get fit. Continue to get fitter in spirituality, sexuality, physicality. Continue to change your level of vibration. And ultimately, you change your attitude towards life. And then, when you change your attitude towards life changes its attitude towards you. So, click the link in my description. Guys looking for a cellular detox program. Have Awaken and Replenish to start off. Then you go to Ascension and Transcendence after you finish the first part. All right, you have a chakra detox cleansing, a chakra detox cleansing program that myself offers, and also my partner, Adlerian, she offers it as well. And we also have coming up in this second quarter, third quarter, and fourth quarter of the year, we have VIP generational healing retreats. I only have 10 clients at every retreat. I only get 10 spots. All right, so it's very exclusive. It's gonna be a powerful 7-day event, life-changing event that's gonna help you to reprogram, not only detoxify your cells, but reprogram your cells based on epigenetics, changing your DNA, so that when you go back into your outer world, you're changing it based on your inner world. So we're doing everything for you in a 7-day span. Because you change your world from within, that changes your world from without. So you're gonna go through an upgrade, and it's gonna be a drastic upgrade that will last for generations to come. So you transfer the program that you now create to your offspring, to your kids, they transfer it to their kids, and now it just changes the lineage. That's how powerful this retreat's gonna be. So again, link in my description below, and until next time,